All right, everyone. I hope you are all doing good. The wait is finally over, and the NSSB CSRE 2025 exam notification is here. I hope your preparations are going well because this year, if we would look at it, we have a good number of posts across different departments, which means more opportunities for you. So this notification is the official advertisement which has been released by the government of Nagaland. And yeah, and today I'll walk you through it step by step so that you don't miss out on any key details out here. And we'll cover important dates, eligibility, number of vacancies out here, the reservations, and of course, the number of posts under each department that we have. Okay, so let's get started. First, let's check the important part, that is the dates. Okay, so the online date for submission of online, opening date for submission of online application is on the 20th of September. Okay, that is probably 17, 18, 19, 20, 3 days from now. And the last date for submission of online application forms is the 15th October. Okay, just try to get it done as safe because we never know if the portal might crash on the 14th, on the 15th at 12 a.m. Many people wait for the last minute, right? So as soon as possible, try to get it done. And the examination, the written examination, tentatively, it will be on the 22nd of November. So, and PSC notification hasn't been out yet, as we all know. So we never know. We can just wait. Will it be before the NSSB or after the NSSB? Let's keep waiting for that as well. Now, here, the eligibility line that we have here. Online applications are invited from indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland for filing up the following Group C vacancies under the government of Nagaland to be recruited by the NSSB in a manner prescribed below. Okay, so as you can see here, the exam is open only to indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland, right? That's a key eligibility condition. So only those who have the certificate can meet the criteria to apply for this. Okay, now let's have a vacancy overview out here. Okay, so these are, as mentioned, these are Group C posts under different government departments, right? As we see here. And this will be filled through the examination that will be conducted by the NSSB. And each post, as we see, will have a department. These are the posts, and each post will have a department name, a pay matrix level, and reservations, of course, and number of vacancies, right? So the reservations will be either for people with persons with benchmark disabilities or for the backward tribes. Okay. Now, as we scroll here, let's highlight a few examples. Let me highlight a few examples out here for us. You go through it by yourself, like very precisely. So the LDA come computer assistant in the secretariat, this will be under the chief electoral officer with 7 vacancies. No, with 1 vacancy only. Number of vacancies and the pay matrix level here is 7. Okay. And similarly, under the, okay, just say Directorate General of Police. So the post is LDA come computer assistant. So you would see that every post is LDA come, not every post, until item number 3 is LDA come computer assistant, right? So here, under the Directorate General of Police, there are 7 vacancies. And with specific reservations for the backward tribes here as well. And the pay matrix level is 5 out here. So similarly, if we go further in there, if we would look at the health and family welfare here as well, here we find that the number of vacancies are 21, right? A lot of vacancies in this department. And there are also specific reservations here, more reservations here in this one. And we have one post each for the backward tribes of Konyak, Sangtam, Chaksang, Yimkyung, Dikir, Ziliang, and Chang. Right. And this is one of the largest number in this notification, actually, and with specific tribe reservations out here. All right. Now, yeah, if we would just go through it one by one, we would hear in a rural development department, we have 10 vacancies, pay metric level 4. Okay, so yeah, for the assistant sub-inspector post in the Directorate General of Police as well as Nagaland Lok Ayukta, we have 2 and 4 vacancies respectively at 6 pay matrix level 6. Okay, so Havildar positions also for Home Guard, Civil Defense, State Disaster Response Force, 4 vacancies here. Inspector Collector, 1 vacancy. Storekeeper, 1 vacancy out here, which will be reserved for the backward tribe of Konyak. Okay, so that's like just a broad overview, right? Walkthrough of the notification that we have here. Remember, okay, mark the dates out here, 20th September and to 15th September, okay, for applying. And on the 22nd of November, we have the exam tentatively, and check your eligibility as well. Go through the vacancy list here and find where you fit as well. Okay, this is a great opportunity actually, with a wide spread of posts across many departments that we have here. So plan your preparation well, apply on time, and make sure you don't miss the chance. Okay. I suggest you also download the full notification from the NSSB website and go through it in detail on your own as well. Okay. And in this way, you don't overwhelm them um, when it comes to overwhelm yourself when it comes to, applying for it or what are the demands of the exam. All right. Now, let's look at the educational qualifications out there. So here let's talk about the mm, minimum qualification that is required for the certain items that have been mentioned here. For example, for item number 1, which is the LDA come computer assistant or secretariat, that is secretariat for the chief electoral officer with 1 vacancy only. So the requirement is here for item number 1 is graduate in any discipline from a recognized university with working knowledge of computer. Okay, so this is the basic requirement. And for item number 2 and 3, so graduate in any discipline from a recognized university with knowledge of computer, your +2 with working knowledge of computer for backward tribes, HSSLC with working knowledge of computer for backward tribes. And for every item, so graduate is a base. Okay, for item number 6 that we have here, that is inspector collector, you can be 12 pass as well. For item number 5, for especially the backward class, item number 5 is Havildar. You can also be simply 12 pass for this one. Yeah, even for item number 2 and 3. Yes. So even in these sectors, we find that with HSLC, HSSLC, pass with working knowledge of computer for backward tribes is required. Okay, so item number 2 and 3 that we have here, it's again graduate with computer knowledge, but here's the requirements that there are exceptions that we have here as well. Okay. So this is actually a key relaxation. It means that if you're from the backward tribe from the backward tribes mentioned in the notification, you don't necessarily need graduation out here for these posts. 10 plus 2 is enough, provided you have computer knowledge. Okay, for item number 4 and 7, the requirement is again graduate in any discipline. All right. Okay, so age criteria that we have here. Okay, so minimum is 21 years of age and maximum is 32 years. The upper age limit is relaxed by 5 years for candidates belonging to ST. All right, so you can be 32, 37, okay, maximum age. So And for the serving government employees, they can claim a relaxation equal to the number of years they are in service, subject to a maximum of 5 years. Okay. And so effectively, we see that ST candidates can go up to 37 years and government employees can also benefit within these rules. Okay. Now, venue of written examination. Where will the examination centers be at? Okay. Candidates can choose two districts of his or her choice to appear for the examination. It means that you can choose two districts here, and that's why it is important for us to apply it as soon as possible so that you will get the required or the district that you want, your hometown, basically, right? So please choose your district here as well. And then see, there are two important points here actually. So if a district has less than 500 applicants, the candidates will be shifted to their second choice. Okay. Now, secondly, and if a district has overcapacity, for example, more than the allocated capacity, even after considering both choices, the board reserves the right to assign an exam district at its sole discretion. Okay. So irrespective of the choice of the applicant, irrespective of your choice, the board, the NSSB board, the NSSB, they will consider a different location for you. Now, coming to the computer proficiency test, the CPT, right after your written exam. So here, this is a very important part for, especially for clerical and allied posts, right? The computer proficiency test or the CPT. And this will be mandatory as it is mentioned here, but it is only qualifying in nature. Okay, qualifying criterion. So it doesn't mean that you have to secure such a good mark here as well. It will be qualifying in nature. So there will be probably a cutoff here as it is mentioned. 30% of the, okay, so um, the board will hold a CPT comprising of basic working skills, knowledge of computer for candidates shortlisted on the basis of the score in the written examination. The qualifying benchmark for the CPT shall be 30% of the total marks allocated for CPT. So do not ignore this part as well, even though it will not add to your score as it is implied here. You must qualify in CPT to actually stay in the rest, right? So your written examination along with your interview, okay, it will be very important. So here in tier one, you have an MCQ general paper, MCQ based written examination. That is the written examination for 200 marks, total of 3 hours. And each incorrect answer will carry a negative marking. That is 1/3 of total marks of each question. Okay. So accuracy matters as much as your knowledge, right? And tier two, this is different depending on the post. Okay, for clerical and allied services, you have obviously the computer proficiency test. And this will be for 50 marks, but again, qualifying in nature. Okay. CPT will be of qualifying criteria only. Remember this. And for the uniform services, Havildar will be home cards kana. So there will be a physical PET test, right? Physical eligibility test. And the details are in Annexure 1 of the notification. Okay. Okay, tier 3, there will be an interview, okay, where 5% of the total marks are located in the written examination. So if for example, if the examination, if tier one is 200 marks, then the interview will be worth 5% of it will be around 10 marks, right? So the selection process is a combination of written exam. It will also test your skill or physical, and there will be interview. And with the written examination carrying the heaviest weightage, okay? So to put it simply out here, clear the written examination first, qualify, right, for the PEDs or the CPT test. Depending on your post, do not ignore this. At least you need to qualify it, right? And finally, try to perform well in the interview, okay? But your main focus should be on the tier one written exam because this is where the bulk of the marks lie, right? And this is not just qualifying in nature. So this will be carried forth along with your, along with the final marking, right? Final score. Okay, now, mm, So here, some important things to be noted. You can download the syllabus from this website that is given, and 100% of the vacancies are reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. So you need to have the indigenous inhabitants certificate, okay? And you cannot apply unless you have this condition. You fulfill this condition. Candidates shall be given an opportunity for exercising preference of post and department before the conduct of interview. Okay, so you have to fill up a DAF as well, a form where you will choose your preferred post or the department. Okay, and so be very wise in choosing this as well. Do a good study of which department that you feel will make you progress or grow in your career the most. Okay. Or some people will want a slighter, chill environment as well of work, so that you can prepare more, right, for exams, and you can apply for higher posts as well. If implementation of reservation for backward tribes in the state shall be in accordance with the notification issued here. Okay. Now, reservation for persons with benchmark disabilities, wherever applicable, as sanctioned by the user department in accordance with the notification order. This, as per Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016, persons with disability means a person with not less than 40% of a specified disability. Okay. Now, um, so here, so these are some of the terms and conditions that we have out here. Um, so if we look at this as well, only those candidates who possess the requisite qualification acquired from a recognized university or institution at the time of applying post or before the close of registration will be eligible to apply for the post. Okay, candidates must produce attested or self-attested photocopies of the following documents, materials to the board as and when called for. Okay, so prepare the following documents now. You will need it to be attested or self-attested, and this needs to be brought for verification as well, right? So here, the metric admit card as a proof of date of birth. This is the only accepted document, okay, as your proof of date of birth, not your date of birth certificate that you get from the Register of Births and Deaths. Okay, and here, indigenous inhabitant certificate. And scheduled tribe certificate and backward tribe certificates are relevant and applicable. So new format. So this has to be the updated ones, right? Signed by the district authority, not below a DC. Okay. And for persons with benchmark disabilities, here you can download the exact format from the NSSB website here as well, as it is mentioned. Okay. Now, proof of educational qualifications. You have your mark sheets, and your past certificates out here from matriculation onwards. So if a past certificate isn't available, for example, you can upload a letter from the university or board confirming the same. Okay, that there should be a no objection certificate. For this will be for government employees. Okay, an employee of the government or public undertaking, and this will be signed by the head of department only. Okay, by your head of department. So if you are a government candidate or a government employee and you want to apply for further examination here, you need an NOC, no objection certificate, and all certificates must be issued on or before the last date of application out here. Okay, and originals will be checked. If you don't bring originals during verification or interview, you'll be not allowed to sit for the interview. Okay, so if it is detected at any stage that you provide false information or you do not meet the eligibility, your candidature will be cancelled, and this is non-negotiable. Okay. All right, so here, what more do we have? Indigenous Inhabitant Certificate, NDC, as we mentioned. Information is given in advance that henceforth, all of the certificates are to be submitted to the board as per the new revised government format. Okay, repetition out here as well. Um, Okay. So here we have these are some practical steps as we will see from here. There will be no offline forms. Everything is done, online at NSSB .government.in. So do remember that. Okay, no online forms are there. No offline forms will be there. Then one-time registration OTR is mandatory. First-time candidates are to first register themselves in the OTR through the official website of the board and further proceed for registration of online submission of forms. Registered candidates may proceed likewise. So you have to do the OTR here. Okay, your one-time registration. So, and remember the application window out here. Okay, that is the repeating again, starts from the 20th September till 15th of October. Okay. Examination fee is 300 rupees only. Persons with benchmark disabilities, candidates are exempted from payment of examination fee. And if you're a government employee, it is stated here under inverted commas, uppercase, no objection certificate is required. And for any queries, you can reach out to this number, and you have a help desk here as well. Okay. So, and that brings us to the close of today's walkthrough of the NSSB CSRE 2025 notification. We've seen the important dates, okay, and the qualifications required, the exam pattern that we will see as well, and the documents that you will need, right? Now, here's what we should do. The notification is not just a piece of paper, okay? So this is an opportunity, okay? An opportunity to serve, to build a stable career, right? And to contribute to the future of Nagaland. Yes, the road may be competitive because a lot of aspirants might be there, but remember, every big achievement begins with a single step, right? And today that step is clear. You prepare well, you apply on time, and you stay focused on your goal, right? So do not doubt yourself. If you're here listening, it means you've already decided to move forward, right? And that's half the battle won, actually. So as you begin your journey to the exam, I wish each and every one of you the very best of luck. May your efforts, turn into good results. Your preparation, may it turn into confidence, and may your dreams be turned into reality. So work hard, stay consistent, and I hope to see you succeed in this examination. All the best and thank you. This one is for the this one is the annexure one, for the PED. Okay, you can just go through this as well.